Aloha. Could Mililani be the right place for you? It is far from the beaches, but it has some other unique benefits. And today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons and comparing it to other parts of Oahu and what you really should know if you're thinking about moving out to this part of the island. My name is Chris Shomo. I'm a real estate agent and owner and founder of Home Sweet Home Hawaii Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. Thanks so much for joining us on our YouTube channel today. If you're thinking about moving to Mililani, this video should give some insights you need to make an informed decision. So let's jump right in. Pro number one, there are 7 recreation centers in Mililani for residents, and they are amazing facilities. So these rec centers are managed by the Mililani Town Association, what we call the MTA, and are probably the most unique part about Mililani and possibly the most attractive part of it for families. Now I'm going to briefly dive into this and talk about each one at the end of this video, so it's definitely worth sticking around. So number 2 is Mililani is a family-friendly community. Mililani is often regarded as one of the best family-oriented communities on Oahu, if not the entire state of Hawaii, and it's partly because of those rec centers I mentioned. But because it's a planned urban development, or PUD, the neighborhoods are structured and well thought out, so there's a ton of sports activities. There's also an abundance of parks. In a way, it has a similar feel to the master plan communities in Ewa Beach and Kapolei, but Mililani doesn't have the beaches. Also, a lot of families choose Mililani because of the schools. Now on this topic, I always recommend checking out niche.com and greatschools.org so you can find schools that meet your kids' needs. Now, a third pro of Mililani is the cooler climate. One of the most understated benefits of living in Mililani is the cooler climate, especially in the evenings, and this is also because Mililani is in a higher elevation than most of Oahu. Another reason Mililani is a popular choice, especially for military families, is its proximity to the major military bases like Schofield Barracks and Wheeler Army Airfield. And it's also a reasonable commute to Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, maybe 20-30 minute drive, and this makes commuting to and from work much easier and always allows military families to live in a suburban setting with great amenities while remaining close to base. Pro number 6 is the central location on the island. Mililani's location is in the heart of Oahu, and it makes it easy to get to other parts of the island. So it's about a 30-minute drive to Honolulu and a 20-minute drive to Pearl Harbor and roughly about 30 minutes to the North Shore. Okay, now let's get into the cons of living in Mililani. The first con is the distance from the beaches, and this is probably the main drawback in Mililani if you love living in Hawaii. The closest beaches are on the North Shore, around a 20 to 30 minute drive depending on the traffic, and Ewa Beach is about a half hour or so, and if you need to go further, if you want to go into Waikiki, then it'll take longer, about 45 minutes, maybe an hour in comparison. And a lot of the homes in the coastal areas like Kailua or Ewa Beach have beaches within walking distance. So if you want ocean views or a quick beach access, Mililani may not be the best option for you. Con number 2 are higher priced homes. And although Mililani is certainly more affordable than neighborhoods like Kailua or Hawaii Kai, home prices here have steadily risen in recent years. The average price of a single family house, for example, is around $1,030,000. And of the 83 homes that sold in the past year, they actually range in price from $750,000 for a teardown to just under $1.5 million, $1.45 million. So for many families, this price point might be too much of a stretch. And on this topic, we have another video where we tour 3 homes in Mililani at different price points. So go check that out if you want to see how much bang for your buck you can get in Mililani. We'll give you a link below in the description. And a third con in Mililani is traffic issues, right? Just like everywhere on Oahu. Traffic is a significant con for the Mililani residents, especially during rush hour. And the drive into Honolulu can take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes during rush hour, but even like much longer if there's an accident on the H1 freeway, so that time can easily double. And if you work in Honolulu or need to travel to other parts of Oahu frequently, then the traffic can be a major headache. But like I said, this is a consideration no matter where you live on Oahu. so you'll want to think about whether you'll be dealing with the congestion on a daily basis. A fourth con of living in Mililani is the limited nightlife and entertainment. If nightlife is your jam, well, and if you're a foodie or you like having entertainment options like concerts, Mililani might not be the best fit. Mililani does have its fair share of restaurants though, and bars, and there's a movie theater, but it's pretty quiet by comparison to Honolulu's nightlife scene, of course. So Mililani's slower pace might feel kind of limiting. Okay, that's it for the cons of Mililani. Really, not that much. Now, as promised, here's a quick look at the 7 rec centers. These rec centers are all different and located around Mililani, and there are also facility schedules for each rec center that you can find online, and you can see upcoming events or classes or whatever. So let's start with Rec Center 1, and this one has a 25-yard pool. It has 2 water park slides, there's a hot tub, it also has an amphitheater style setting where the MTA has movie by the pool events. There's also a rental space inside the facility, and sometimes classes are available like ballet or judo. Rec Center 2, this rec center has a 25-meter pool and a separate kiddie pool, and there are often swimming lessons and water aerobic classes on the calendar. Pretty awesome, right? Also an outdoor playground and basketball court and an indoor ping pong table, as well as a covered seating area with picnic tables that people actually rent out for pool parties. Rec Center 3, this rec center is the only one with both tennis courts and pickleball courts, and has an event hall for up to 230 people. There's a small saline pool that's used for swim lessons for kids with special needs. Now Rec Center 4, this one has a splash park and covered picnic tables, and there are 2 circular pools, one of them being a kiddie pool, of course. Now with Rec Center 5, this rec center is for events and parties, except there's no pool. Now Rec Center 6, this rec center has a 25-yard lap pool and a hot tub, and this is also where the junior master swim team practices. There's also a small event space for rent. And finally at Rec Center number 7, this is the largest and newest rec center with a lot going on. This has 5 outdoor pavilions with picnic tables and grills, and there's also a 25-meter saline lap pool, a basketball court, and volleyball courts. So what do you think? Is Mililani right for you? Mililani certainly offers many advantages for families looking to buy a home on Oahu, from the options of schools to its central location and proximity to military bases. However, the drawbacks like traffic and distance from the beach, should also be a consideration if these things are important to you. Ultimately, it comes down to your personal priorities, and if a family-friendly environment with excellent amenities is what you're after, Mililani could be a great fit for you. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on living in Mililani? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe for more real estate insights on Oahu. That way you can be notified when we publish a new video on what's going on in the Hawaii real estate market. Also, of course, if you're thinking about making a move across the island, or maybe you're PCSing to Hawaii from somewhere else, feel free to reach out. You can give me a call or send me an email or shoot me a text. My contact info is below. Whether you plan to buy a home for your ohana now or a few months down the road, we always love it when people reach out. We're here to make your move, your buying process a smooth and enjoyable experience. Thanks so much for watching. Until next video, aloha.